You guys loved that last deep cleaning. So I'm going to show you step by step how Ari and I deep cleaned this kitchen for free that had not been cleaned in almost 30 years. From first glance, it doesn't look too bad. Normally there are dishes piled sky high, but unfortunately, I think because of the state of his kitchen, this poor old man was living off of protein shakes and milk. And clearly Coca-Cola. I am not exaggerating when I tell you there were hundreds of pop and milk containers. It was heartbreaking how many had expired 3 and 4 years ago. While I suited up and worked on getting all of that in the garbage, Ari started up high and began working on the cabinets. Now, both the older man that lived here and his daughter are heavy smokers, and clearly they did smoke inside. So absolutely everything, ceiling to floor, was covered in grease and nicotine and dust that had accumulated over the past almost 30 years. Now, since we were doing this free cleaning in Paris, France, we didn't have a lot of our normal supplies that we use, but we did have an endless supply of Cif cream and scrub daddies, which was honestly exactly what we needed because this stuff was thick and caked on. There was so much that we actually had to scrape, and if this doesn't convince you to stop smoking inside, I don't know what will. Just the mixture of the nicotine from the smoke along with the dust that had sat for so long made it incredibly difficult to get off, and it was literally ceiling to floor. Even the stove front had to be scraped. In all of my cleanings, I have never seen a yellow kitchen turn completely white before. But after a long, hard day's work, 30 bags of garbage, way too much scraping, and Auri almost scrubbing her poor arm off, I would like to present you the before and afters of the greasiest kitchen we have ever cleaned. These before and afters make my heart so truly happy, right down to the rugs and the plants and the home decor that we bought him. This place can finally feel like home for him again after 30 years. And now he can get the proper help he deserves in the comfortable home that he deserves. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure you follow for more.
I'm sorry, but if you do this shit, or even this shit sometimes, I freaking love you and don't ever change.
When my husband is sleeping.
Apparently, if your video is exactly 7 seconds long, you show up on people's For You page. Did it work? Let me know.
Yo, you want to see something cool? No? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Step into the scene! No, nobody can do it like me! Zoop house plate with the kick cuisine! I was the black top king! 360s in my green machine! I was a kid and I was breaking down doors! Listening to Tribe, now we on a world tour! We gave them hell and now we gonna give them more! JVB, Mighty Morphin like Megazord! Yo, power like Ranger, range like Rover, strong bulldozer! Autobots roll out, hit the scene! Fresh wax on the paint, it's clean! All the gang, light up the tires, the Jay-Z's popping and spitting out fire! Never...
Today's the last day of me cleaning up this house. This is what we started with, and this is what it looks like now. It took me 3 days to get to this point. Now all the cleaning we have to do left is vacuum and clean off the walls. I've never seen this amount of hair everywhere. There was cat litter scattered in the carpet. A whole bunch of different kind of species of bugs. I wanted a steam clean. They told me they're just gonna replace the carpet. After vacuuming, I went around the place and wiped everything down. There was dirt pretty much on every square inch of this room. I wiped down the blinds and the baseboards. I also got a new mop head. I find that mopping the walls down is just a lot easier. I did get the okay to paint this room, and in no way in hell am I gonna lay down a layer of paint over all this dirt. Not gonna be a landlord special today. After I finished mopping down the walls, there was quite a few areas that required more attention, so I really scrubbed those areas down. And this was the water. All that dirt on these walls, probably been a good 18 years since they were cleaned. I waited a whole day for the walls to dry so that I could start painting. This color has a light tint of gray in it. It looks super white, but when it dries you can see the tint. It took me 3 hours to finish this. This is what we first started with, then this, and now here we are. Just need to get the floors replaced, then they'll let me decorate it. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, so my last video kind of blew up about the way that I clean the floors in my home. Most of the comments just had something to say about how I use so much water and yada yada. Number one, this is my home, so I can clean it the way I want to, as you can do yours. Number two, this is not wood. This is like a vinyl / rollout sheet that I absolutely hate and eventually want to replace and get rid of. So if it bubbles, it's fine. Number three, I don't let the water just sit here and air dry. I actually get a brand new bucket of water. I clean out the mop and then wring it out, pick up the dirty mop water that's already on the floor, and then just repeat the process until the floor is dry.
I'd have a song, on my fucking page. I got
Everyone's been asking me how we managed to clean the living room in this hoarder house that we cleaned for free in Paris. So here is a full breakdown of all of the steps that we did. We started by taking out all of the garbage that we could. This is literally like a 30-year time capsule, so we go through everything by hand to make sure we don't throw out anything of importance. Each layer we went through was like a different decade of their lives. The coolest thing I found was definitely the Taylor Swift ticket from 2011. When I do these cleanings, I always make sure to put every memory, photo, and item like this aside in a separate box so they can keep them forever. And sometimes I get the honor of finding special special things like this. These were ultrasound photos from 1993. Then we had a quick lunch break before getting right back at it. We lifted the rug and I dealt with the garbage on the floor while Auri went crazy with the dusting. I love the little hand swivel she does. And if I haven't said it before, I'll say it again, nobody loves cleaning like this girl. After 18 garbage bags, we finally had everything removed off the floors, and then Auri got to work on this carpet. There was literally 30 years of dust coming out of this thing. It was one of the things we were asked to keep, so Auri did her thing. Once everything was swept up, we mopped the floors multiple times and soaked everything up with these Velveeta sheets, which are actually meant for oil spills. And just like that, this living room was unrecognizable. We even added some fake plants and decor to make it more homey for him. Knowing that this old man now gets to actually enjoy his living room is the best feeling in the entire world.